Today in the Comicstorian channel, with the deceased infected zombie-like creatures attacking the Justice League in one of the last safe havens left, will they survive or will we lose humanity? This is the Comicstorian channel, where I take some of your favorite trade paperbacks and single issues and I break them down into digestible bites so that you can understand. You see, what I do is I take the storylines, I cut out a lot of the fluff and extra content, and I give you the bare bones synopsis of what is going on. This allows you to go out and buy the very same issue and get more context, or get the next issues and know what is going on. All alterations of the panels, text, and images are to prevent copyright problems, and all art is owned by its respective companies. Today we're going to be covering DCeased at World's End, issue 13, 14, and 15. This is a series that we actually started last year, and due to a lot of issues behind the scenes, kinda didn't go back to it. I was made aware of this by you guys, the fans, the viewers of these videos, that I never finished the series, so we thought it'd be fun to go back and give you these last 3 issues. The last bastion of humanity is hiding out in one of the last 2 remaining safe havens for humans and superheroes. Black Adam has an entire army of anti-life zombie-infected individuals coming to attack this safe haven and take the last of humanity. And if you want to watch those videos, all the links will be down below. But now we are here at the final battle. Let's get into issue 13. Now at their last line of defense, Cyborg and Luthor have come up with a plan. They currently have 3 million people sheltered here, and the virus has weakened them to the point that Black Adam will strike at the heart. So far, they have hit and run, but that is no longer an option. The answer of what they must do is simple. Tomorrow, they must work together and destroy Black Adam. And when the army gets to the garden walls, Green Canary drops a shield, and they drop a whole lot of bombs on their side. Superman tells them no, they're not blowing up 1 million people. They don't know yet if they can't be saved. Luthor scoffs, stating that there's a good chance that everyone will die. How can someone so powerful be so weak? I am not staying here for the inevitable. As Luthor begins to leave, Jimmy chases after him, telling him that Superman is his best friend, and it must drive him crazy that Superman is more human than any of them. Luthor rubs his eyes. Is there a point to all of this? Jimmy tells him, you're supposed to be the smartest man in the world. Prove it. Think of a way to win tomorrow. A way where we don't destroy 1 million people. And Luthor takes what Jimmy said to heart and begins to think of a plan, one that he'll need the help of a few heroes. First, he stops Kid Flash, asking him for time. 6 minutes. That's how long Luthor was connected to the Speed Force. To him, it was days, and at the end of it, he came up with a plan, one that he was not freely going to share. He ran the scenario over and over. He knows what will happen tomorrow. It will be a bloodbath, and Superman's compassion will be their undoing. He knows how the anti-life army is going to access the garden. There's going to be a moment, a single moment, and that is when they will need the Pied Piper. He goes to everyone else that is a part of his puzzle until he goes to the last piece. And it is in this moment that he suggests that everyone spend what time they have left with their loved ones. Later, with the help of Wonder Woman, she stands with a lasso around one of the infected, asking Luthor, how did he know? And Luthor says he didn't. He suspected. This is how they're going to win. If this works afterwards, she will still have to do what Superman can't. She will have to end Black Adam. Wonder Woman then asks how many people are going to die in his plan. And Luthor says 2. 2 sacrifices to save the entire human race. Wonder Woman asks, who are they? And Luthor tells her, no. You still might do something stupid. I can't risk that. While Wink and Pied Piper spend their last night with Ari and David, elsewhere Superman walks with Jimmy. And Jimmy asks if he thinks it worked. Superman smiles. Absolutely. Sounds like you played Luthor perfectly. With the next day rapidly approaching, and with it Black Adam and his army of undead, Poison Ivy's garden has done well to keep the virus out of it. But it hasn't been able to stop Black Adam. He begins to breach inside, which is what the heroes expected. It was a part of Luthor's plan. Superman and Wonder Woman grab Black Adam, slamming him into the ground, holding him in place, but it wasn't long before he broke free. John and Wonder Girl watched, given very strict instructions not to join until Black Adam was pinned, which they both completely ignored as soon as their heroes looked like they were in trouble. But while the 4 of them, with the help of Green Canary, keep Black Adam busy, the others are getting ready for the next part of Luthor's plan. Nightshade opens up the portal to her land so that she can cross into the garden. Just when he lines up his shot, Green Arrow says that he can take her. Luthor shoots the bow from his hand. No. But before Green Arrow asks why, Luthor then tells Piper that it's time. David asks what's going on, and Piper tells David, I'm sorry, but this is goodbye. And Wink tells Ari that she loved them. In a flash, Wink disappears with Pied Piper, both David and Ari asking what the hell is he planning. Damien tells Luther to answer them. What has he done? And Luther says, I've probably saved you all. You're welcome. Inside the land of Nightshades, Piper plays his music, drawing the attention of the undead. As the infected get closer, Wink would teleport them back further and further, all while Piper continued to play his music. Wink radios over asking how are they looking, and Luther says that about a tenth of the army has crossed over, following them into the Nightshade land. As Luther watches from above though, Ari flies up asking where are they? Did he send them into the land of the Nightshades? Ignoring them, Wink asks to give her an update, and Luther tells her, keep Hartley playing, keep attracting Nightshade to you. You don't die until I tell you to. After a bit longer, Luther radios back stating that the last of the anti-living are entering the portal. It is time. Wink says okay, but they have an issue. The problem with the million undead swarming towards you is that it's not so easy to find and kill a single one. But when Ari flies in calling out to Wink, she asks what are they doing here? This is a one-way trip. If they kill Nightshade, that door closes. Ari says that she left them, and they aren't interested in a future that she isn't a part of. If she isn't coming back, they aren't coming back with her. So they can argue or save the world. Wink says fine, but the plan is to find and shoot Nightshade, but they have no idea where she is. Ari flies up stating that they guess it's lucky that they didn't abandon her, huh? Back outside of the land of the Nightshade, the other part of Luther's plan was continuing as expected. Wonder Woman wrapped her lasso around Black Adam and told him to say it. Say Shazam! He struggles, and Wonder Woman tightens the hold. Say it! With what little air he had left, Black Adam says, Shazam! The lightning bolt strikes, and Black Adam is reverted. But before the lasso is taken off, he says, you will cease to exist. You will fall. Wonder Woman tells him that some of them may fall, but not all, and not today. The plan was going properly until Superman changed it. With a combination of X-ray vision, microscopic vision, and heat vision, Superman performed microsurgery to sever Black Adam's vocal cords. Meanwhile, inside the land of the Nightshades, Ari spots Nightshade grabbing her, flying her to the front, yelling for Wink to do it. Wink begins to pull the trigger, saying goodbye to any chance they had of getting out. But before she does, a laser shoots through Ari's wing and Wink's gun. Everyone turns back to see Black Manta standing there, his vision glowing, getting ready for another attack. And Ari yells that they need to get ahead of them, but Pied Piper says no. We stay. And he stops playing the music. Wink asks what is he doing, but Piper says, I'm done playing. And he stabs Nightshade in the head with his flute. Outside, the gateway begins to close, and Luther says that they did it. The anti-life army is trapped in the land of the Nightshades. David asks, where is Hartley? What did you do, Luther? And Luther tells him, I did nothing. If anything, Hartley chose this. You should be proud of. But at that moment, Wink appears with Ari and Piper, and everyone turns to stare. She laughs. I can't believe he said I'm done playing. And Piper says, okay, maybe I practiced that line for a few years. Wink then holds out the bloody flute, stating that she managed to grab this for him if he wanted it. And Piper tells her, nah, I'll make another. David yells that they came back, and Wink says, yeah, noble sacrifices are severely overrated if there's another option. And with that, Superman grabs all of the survivors, telling them that he wanted to speak to them. He knows that they're scared. He knows that they've lost much. The world has changed, but they are still here. He doesn't know what comes tomorrow, but he knows this truth. If they are together, they can overcome anything. He believes in them. They will overcome this virus. Until then, they'll care for each other, and they'll keep each other safe. This is not the end of the world. While they still breathe, while they still fight, while they still resist, there is always hope at world's end. And there you guys have it. I do apologize for how long this took to get back to. Honestly, like I said, there was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. We had to put it on a temporary hiatus, and then I completely forgot about it. I've never had that happen before, at least not to this extreme. And once again, I really do apologize for that. There's a couple of you out there, specifically 3 of you who have been asking for me to complete this storyline for the longest time, and I don't have your names handy, but I want to say I did this for you because you 3 seem to really care about me completing this, and I apologize how long it took me to get back to it. So here it is, the conclusion to DCeased at World's End. I'm really hoping we get back to the storyline because now, with the way DCeased 2 ends, which I will link down below, we've got Superman up in the sun, and now we've got apparently Damian's love interest going off to the Lazarus Pit. It's going to be interesting. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when we come out with more DCeased, when they finally release more of it. And don't forget, we cover 3 to 7 different comic book videos right here a week. If you want to keep up to date in your favorite comic books, stick around here at the Comicstorian channel. Thank you.